What up, guys? How y'all doing tonight, man? How are y'all doing tonight? What's up, Justin? Rich, ADHD, Mike Q, Jazza, Angia, Ryan, Bernati. Ryan, I don't know if you're still in the chat, but it usually takes, for transfers, international. I mean, it's only taken a couple of days. It hasn't really taken that long for me historically, so I'm not too. If you're having hold up, I'm not really too sure what's holding you up at the moment. What's good, Mobex? Career Solutions, Yvonne, Christian, Trey, David, Beaver, Ron, Digi, Rab Boys, Comma. What up, man? Stuart, what's going on, man? What's up, George? I've been talking to some people today. Sounds like some people have been having a little bit of a hard time trading the Asia session today. Which, honestly, I don't blame you. I mean, smaller time frames have been really whipsawy, but I think this is one of those... This is one of those kind of charts where you almost... It's better for you to look at 5 and 15-minute charts. 2-minute charts. 1-minute charts probably a little too noisy. What's up, Bruce Wayne? Woozy? Yeah, my first time testing out TradeSeed. It's alright. I mean, it's interesting. It's definitely very interesting. If you guys are following me on Discord right now, you guys will know that I'm in a long trade that has just been ranging. I did manage to trim one contract off, but it's on Top Step, by the way. I just got to log in here. Just because it was done on my phone originally, so I just got to log in here. Give me a sec here. Let's see. As far as like move down, I mean, you know what? It makes a lot of sense. We'll go through the trade review later on, but I'm not like tremendously surprised by this pullback, to be honest. And I'm not overly bearish either. That's the reason why I'm longing right now. If you guys are on Discord, you guys would have seen me signal the Discord, the trade entry that I took. Yeah, anyways, but TradeSeed wise was my first time kind of trading, and I only took one trade with it, so I don't have a lot of experience with it. So it's okay. Seems like, you know, I feel like there's a lot of platforms out there that are trying to obviously mimic trading view to the best of their ability. Ron, how's gold? I haven't really looked. Gold's been kind of iffy too. Caroline, you still in the long right now? Sam, Tony, what up, man? I'm in 2 different Discords, Daniel, but the Rake Trades Discord is this one right here. We post it all the time. I'm in the Futures Forecaster Discord, and I'm in also the Rake Trades Discord. I don't signal all the time. It's just that when I'm capable and I'm at the desk and I have the ability to signal, I will. Just resetting my web browser at the moment. How many My web browser is being really funky. And inverse head and shoulder on ES. Yeah, we're kind of forming that right now in NQ as well. Holding above VWAP and holding above Globex would be nice. Definitely want to get a break above 621. Morning, Andrea. A trader you follow said it might go to COVID levels. Interesting. Something catastrophic would have to happen for the chart to do that. For the sake of all of our long-term portfolios, I wouldn't want that to happen either. Just gotta log into my broker here. Give me a second. So, by the way, if you guys are following on Instagram, you guys probably already know, but I scooped up a account with a new prop firm that Rake just gained an affiliate with, which is Funded Seat. I actually have that pinned in the chat here. I traded it earlier. That was the one that I tried on TradeC that I posted on Instagram. I already took my day one of 3 trades on that eval. It's like a daily ultra account. I can show you guys later on what it looks like. Well, actually, there's kind of no point because it's on TradeC anyways. You guys know TradeC. But yeah, I'm already done trading that account, so I'm leaving that as is for now. I'm also done trading with my 10-4 account already, so not touching that either. Tonight, I'll be trading with Tradeify. I'll be trading with... I'm still in my trade with Top Step. And I'll be trading with Take Profit Trader. Yeah, my longs. Hold on, let me switch to the other screen here. My longs, I took because we tagged this channel. I was watching this right from yesterday's where we were on New York. I was looking for us to sweep this channel down here and find us to set up some potential higher low type of setup here, and looks like we're trying to form that at the moment. So. So I'll show you guys a couple things here. Self-official, Andrew. What's up, Jason? RCS, JCA, Lakefront, what up, man? Preppy, what's going on, brother? Charles, hello, hello. Bias today. I still want longs, to be honest, but this pullback that we're having right now is not completely, surprising, to be honest. Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys a couple things here. So let me just get my Top Step X set up here. All right, so let's see. That's the trade that I'm in currently right now on my Top Step account. So we'll see what comes of it. As long as we hold above, I'd really like to see if we can move higher here. We are kind of holding right now a range-bound resistance. So I wouldn't enter anything right now, to be honest. Like, I don't think it looks good to. Part of me actually wants to move my stop loss up even more, actually, just based on like the way that we've been ranging. Yeah. Probably leave it there. Hey, G-Keeper, that's amazing, dude. Yeah, it's very rangy tonight, man. Tonight's definitely giving me like more scalping vibes more than anything. Let's see, what's that position right now? 5, 7, 6. 6, 3, 5. Stop loss is at 549. What's going on, base trades? Yeah, long trade I'm in is risky, so we'll see, man. If I get stopped out, I'm good with it. I'll probably leave it as is for now and take a look to see if I can find something else later on with that account. This is also the Trade C, by the way, guys. If you guys have traded Trade C before, this is the one. This is the funded seat account, by the way, the one that's pinned to the chat right now. They're daily ultra accounts with this prop firm. So 50% off. I think the cost of the accounts are about like 200 some. And what I've been interested as to why I want to take this daily ultra account is because I specifically want to see if I can actually ring it up, because their cap on this is 100K. So it's a kind of, if you get the daily ultra account, the commitment on their end is that they will not move you live until you get 100K in payout. So we'll see what we do with funded seat. Sorry. So that's what's on right now. So I'm trying out Trade C for the first time with this. We'll go through the trade review in a bit, guys. Yeah, rangy action, man. I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. Matt, basically, it's for the payout cap. The payout cap on it is up to $100,000 essentially. If you're doing the daily ultras with this prop firm. Hence why I want to give it a shot. I'm gonna try my luck. I think Jake scooped up one too. I don't know if he scooped up at 100. I think he scooped up a 100K count. Yeah, Stuart, that one's an eval. I have to pass the eval first. So like I think the one that I have right now has got 35% consistency rule. So basically 3 trading days on it, and then once I do that, I'll be able to pass the account. And then once I pass, there won't be any more whatchamacall consistency from that point on. Like, let me see. Let me just double check this. Check the site here. How does this work? There you go. I'm going to show you guys here. Just give me a second here. There you go. So you guys can see here. So when you're kind of build out your daily ultra plans, you can choose your consistency rule. Obviously, a higher consistency is going to cost you a little bit more. You can choose your account size, your end of day drawdown, your daily loss limits if you want one. Obviously, the more flexible the plan, the more costly it's going to be. But if you look at it, let me give me a second here. You can see in the bottom there, there's consistency and all that. But once you get to the funded phase, it's pretty much uncapped. So let me move this thing for you so you can see. There you go. And you can see once that daily account gets to the funded phase, your end of day drawdown's 2K, and daily payouts from day 1, and max payout is uncapped. 80% profit split, and with these daily ultra accounts, the max payout overall completely, in its entirety, is 100K. So if you manage to hit 100K, obviously you're not gonna do that in one day, but like if you manage to hit 100K in sim payouts, you'd be able to withdraw all of that basically, and then that's pretty much the trigger for moving you live at that point. So I don't know. I mean, I think it's pretty cool. It's new. They also have standard plans as well. Like if you want to do like their regular plans, or their daily, their flex, their sprints, these are like their regular plans, and they're very cost-wise, they're pretty standard. Like you'll notice, like here, $100, $93, $100. Like these are like the more very standardized account. Then you can go for like the lightning accounts as well if you want to. But the one I have right now that both Jake and I have both scooped up, he scooped up the 100K. I scooped up the 50K basically. So I have this exact plan: 35% consistency, 50K, 2K drawdown, and no daily loss limit is the one I went with. And then Jake went for the 100K account one. So he would have gone for this one. But yeah, code RAKE right now will get you 50% off. So yeah, if you're looking to get these daily ultra accounts, they're going to look a little bit more costly when you look at it. But they're pretty comparable if you think about like comparing to like My For the Future, who has like the pro accounts. I would say it's very comparable. But I think the idea of being able to have a daily account that you can withdraw, so like the My For the Future's pro accounts, they have a 14-day trading period. With this, I can withdraw every single day, and I can do up to $100,000 in uncapped payout. So that's pretty sick, to be honest. So we'll see. I literally just started with them today. I already, like I said, I showed you guys earlier, I already took my one trade on the day with this account. Let me just move this down a little bit so you can see the balance. There you go. Like I already made my $1,000 on this account today, so I got 2 more days of doing that, and I'll be able to pass this account. So as of right now, that's kind of where I stand with this, with them. So I'll keep you guys updated, man. So technically speaking, the new props that I've kind of engaged in is Funded Seat, which is the one that I have pinned to the chat here. And then also I'm back on Tradeify, as you guys already know, so I'm back with them again. So between those two, I got my OG Top Step, which by the way, if I blow this Top Step account, I honestly probably won't trade with them for a while, just because out of all the plans, I don't care for Top Step the most. And then after that, I still have my Take Profit Trader accounts as well, and I have my 10-4 accounts. So there's a lot of props. I don't want to juggle too many at a time. So. Okay, still in that long trade. I'm going to switch over to my other chart, though, just so you guys see I am in this trade. I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to leave it exactly as it is. But I am switching over to here just so that because I'm going to be doing the chart review here in a bit, and I need to be on the screen to do the chart review. So I'll just leave this here as a way of you guys knowing whether or not I hit TP or whether or not I get stopped out. And I'm going to switch up the music here as well to the old soundtrack. Let's rock out the old EDMs again. Just catching up with the chat here. Matt S47. That's what it sounds like to me, man. That's what it sounds like, man. What's good, Motive? I can't see any of the Lucid regular accounts, guys. Just because I only can see the Lucid Max accounts. Yeah, Matt. It's crazy, eh? 150Ks are higher in price compared to Tradeify. Are you, NQ Predator, are you comparing it like in terms of account? I'm specifically only looking at the Ultras, so I can't speak to the other ones. What's with the question mark on Top Step? Do you need a buffer zone in the funded? I have to look at the FAQs, but I'm pretty sure you do. Generally, you need a buffer zone. I don't copy trade now. I assume you're new here, PBN Josh. Just because I know the OGs know I don't copy trade. Do I have promos with Top Step? No, Top Step doesn't have affiliates. At least not that I know of. Alright guys, it is that time now. We're going to do the chart review, guys. As usual, going to do a quick introduction here. Welcome to Project 365, guys. My name's Alan, Azheng Trades here. I am the pre-London host for Project 365. And so I myself am one of 5 hosts. Ron G streams Asia session before me, which I understand. I think he caught a nice short trade on ES on his stream. And Jake Ricci, the GOAT, will trade the New York session at open. And Lamelli and Mitch will take the trades in the afternoon session. So I think that no matter where you are from around the world, we do stream 10 hours a day, 5-6 days a week. We've got something for you. So it helps us out a lot if you guys can drop a like and subscribe, just to help us broaden our reach in the community. And also, I would say that if you're already going to be, purchasing accounts with prop firms, it would mean a lot to us if you would use code RAKE. Code RAKE is what kind of keeps things going for us. We don't ask for a lot outside of that. So, yeah, I just want to kind of note that out there. I am going to be doing a chart review now, and as usual for the gang, I usually have the slower session here, so I'll have more of an opportunity to kind of chat with you guys. So again, in the chat box after I'm done the chart review, more than happy to engage with you guys in any kind of conversation. I'm a business professional, actually, for many of you guys who don't know who I am. I'm a restaurant business consultant, so I actually work in the industry of the restaurant industry. It's kind of my specialty. So although I love trading and I'm good at trading, it is not my main gig. So I think I would say I'm a pretty diverse individual. So if you guys want to chat about different stuff, I'm all for that. But yeah, I am going to get into the chart review, and I'm also going to talk about trades that we could have taken yesterday based on all prior chart reviews, and talking about how we are where we are in our chart today and what we can expect going into the rest of the day here in terms of my perspective, right? And again, for you guys are typing messages in the chat, I will get to it later on. I can't read them at the moment just because I'm obviously not looking at the chat box when I'm doing the chart review. You can see on the weekly time frame, we've had a pretty large move up to the upside. It would be pretty wild for this to turn bearish on the weekly. I'm not saying that it's impossible, but it would be pretty crazy. I do personally believe that, and I've been saying this for since last week now, that we have formed a higher low at the larger time frames in the exact spot that I would have wanted us to. If we are going to pull back at best, I can expect here, just give me 1 second. I'd expect that if we are going to pull back tonight, the lowest I would expect us to pull back to is down here, 29,364, 29,333. I'm not saying we're going to go down there tonight. I'm just saying that if there was going to be, that would be it for me. I would definitely want to look for a bounce there, and it's more so because I am bullish on the NQ at this stage. I believe on the higher time frames that we should be able to make our push to the upside from here on out. So yes, we have had a pullback, but I don't think that's completely crazy to experience what we've seen. Price obviously up to this point has been, fairly slow for the most part. I was actually on a one-on-one with a completely brand new student earlier on, and when he was on, I don't know if he's on stream with me right now, but he saw that I was taking a trade while I was on a one-on-one as well. And I did capture a short trade over here earlier on. That was on my 10-4 account. So that's why I said I've locked in my win for 10-4. I don't need to touch that. I'm kind of kept that in dormancy. I'm basically one trading day away from another payout with 10-4, and I've had, I think, 7 payouts already with them. So there's that. And then coming on, let's talk about yesterday, right? So in terms of our session, we ended up having the move that we were kind of looking for. We ended up double topping at the top of the channel here, respecting this AOI as well. Managed to capture the short trade as I posted on Instagram. So if you guys follow me, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, because I did share that pretty much right after our stream. When I get to the gold trade review, you guys will know what I'm talking about as well, but unfortunately I did get wicked out yesterday, and then it literally moved in my direction. Those who are on stream will know exactly what I'm talking about. And then in regards to the next trade, if you didn't catch the double top, we had a nice lower high trade where we formed as a resistance right at the bottom of that channel. If you were on my stream yesterday, you should know this by now. This was on a chart. We've been talking about it. It's literally been on my chart for months, actually. But nevertheless, offered a really great short opportunity. As we went into the New York session, I mean, you know what? This was pretty... I didn't trade the New York session, as I normally don't, as I always say. But I know it was really, really tricky with the way that we were consolidating over the session. And especially, we've had such large bullish moves these past few days that I think there was obviously this anticipation that we were to continue to rock it. We did have 3 levels here, 61, 49, and 45. And I also had my area of interest at 30.073, including my channel. And if you take a look at it, we literally wicked my area of interest, right? Before we started making our way down. So this pullback, or this larger pullback, or I guess intraday meltdown, so to speak, was a fairly valid one, right? I mean, I think that we had a little bit of a pullback, not a big deal here. If you have the Globex opening print on your chart that I talked about yesterday, that created a nice bounce play off the New York push down, but it also acted as a key resistance for us, as you can see here, for the short trade going into the power hour. So if you were trading power hour and you had that spot on your chart, that would have been a very solid trade to the downside, trading the New York session. So yeah, now we are where we are. I mean, as of right now, I'm obviously we have our Asia highs here, and I'll draw this out just more so just as a visual for those who are maybe new and what have you. Let me just change the color though so we don't get mixed up with this one. There you go. So we have the New York highs. I mean, if we were shooting for longs, I probably wouldn't shoot too high, to be honest. More so because I think it'd be very risky for us to do that. Just gonna change this up a little bit here. Sorry. There you go. But yeah, if we do break above that, then I would definitely watch the 776 for a pullback a little bit later on. So that's kind of what I'm watching. Like right now, I'm neither bullish or bearish on the intraday action. I'm bullish larger time frame. I do want us to move much higher on the NQ, but right now we are just consolidating in a range. So there will be opportunities for us to catch higher lows, lower highs, rejections, and what have you. But until we really truly clear the structure and move back into the highs here, I think it's skeptical, right? So as usual, I'm not going to be shooting for too much of a big trade over the session. I'll probably just shooting for 1 to 2 hour trades. Like this top step trade is basically a 2 hour trade. And I've already trimmed off earlier as I posted in the Discord as well, right? So NQ wise, that's kind of my perspective right now. If we manage to break beneath this channel here, then I'm open to taking it from the channel to the bottom here. So anyways, that's kind of my 2 cents on that. I'm just going to check up the chat here really quickly, and I'll do the gold trade review in a bit here. Was I talking about Lucid or Tradeify? 50%. If you're talking about the 50% off, that's with the one that's pinned to the chat here, Funded Seat. It's not a new prop, but it's a new affiliation that Ray Triggs had right now with a prop firm. So I pinned it to the chat there because we have a 50% code with them right now. And so I talked about that earlier with the Trade C, and I'm not going to say it all over again because I already said it earlier, but that's the account that I'm referring to that I have. Charles, man, much love. I appreciate you. Thank you for using code RAKE. What's my IG? I'll post my IG here, guys. If you guys ever want to chat offline, there's my Instagram. Love Guru, you had a good day, man. Awesome, good for you, man. So your main income is not from trading. I think so. I want to be very clear when I say this, right? Because when we say main income, the income that I care about most is in my business. That's what funds my everyday. Trading is for the luxuries of life and for the bigger goals that I've talked about many times on stream. It's funding my future big project that I'm working on, which I'm going to be creating a foundation to support youth development as well as small business ventures. That's something for later on. But if you were asking me, did I make more in business last year or did I make more in trading? I mean, way more in trading last year than I did in business. But historically, though, business has been my core income, and that's where much of that has come from as well. First find out account and try the whole prop firm. What's your advice? Gabriel, you know what? As far as like new prop firms, man, right now, funded seat, as I mentioned, we have 50% off code with them with code RAKE. 10-4, if you, because you're brand new, basically you're gonna get the best discounts because you've never traded before. I think 10-4 sells to 50% off as well if you've never traded with them, code RAKE. And Lucid and Tradeify, probably one of the more longer standing prop firms that's been around, reputable. You could probably go with them as well. Same thing, code RAKE will give you 40%, 30% off of those guys. So I'll pin a couple things here. Just give me a second here. What's your name? Gabriel. Give me a second here, Gabriel. I'm gonna send a couple things in the chat here just so that you have them, as you can have the link. So the funded seat one's already pinned to the chat, so you have that one already. I'm gonna send you. So this one is Tradeify. This one's Lucid. And then this is 10-4. So between funded seat, Lucid, Tradeify, 10-4, those are probably the accounts that have the most affordable, flexible rules, good discounts. So Gabriel, if you're looking for a prop, those would probably be your best options there. What up, Lench? Hola, amazing top. Short gold, what do you think? I will do the gold review in just a bit here. All right, let's get into the gold trade review here, guys. As I'm hopping over here as well, just FYI for those who are hopping on the stream, I am in a top step trade, but while I'm doing a trade review, I can't show my trade and do a chart review at the same time, so you have to just bear with me here for a bit. No problem, Gabriel. And here, hold on. Code rake. Okay, so gold right now. Let's take a look here. Let's zoom out on the weekly time frame. I've been talking before a little bit now. We finally broke out of this bearish pennant that we were forming, which is obviously a good sign because we're finally getting some activity. And so as of right now, we look like we're failing the upper end of this area. I am looking for us to continue, to be honest, right? If we're going to pull back, and assuming that we do manage to get beneath the Globex and the level here, let me just zoom into the hourly. Assuming that we do break beneath Globex and the level that we have beneath here, what I would be wanting to see is that we don't breach beneath the 4257 or 4261. I'd like to, at the very least, if we're going to pull back down there, I'd like to hold above there. It's kind of the idea of what I'm looking for on gold. Smaller time frames as well. You can see here we opened up, we double topped at the highs here. Now we're back to the lows. So if we manage to get a nice failure, I mean, ideally I'd probably give it a little bit of time. I mean, this, what time is it right now? 10:30. Give it about 13-15 minutes or so. Let's just see how this candle forms here. I don't like to jump right into this, but you can see here we are reacting to Globex right now. We're bouncing quite nicely, but if you're one of those individuals that want to take 1 minute, 2 minute entries, this could be a long entry potentially for gold, but I personally like to wait for more confirmation because I find it's a little dicey to just hop in like this, especially if we're starting to form the intraday downtrend right now on gold. But overarchingly, that's kind of my perspective of where I would like to see. Like I said, don't want to get any further down than this. Ideally, I would like to see gold continue higher. It doesn't mean that we're going to happen during the session though, right? As I always say in almost every stream, right? Even if we talk about these spots and they don't take place during my stream, that's okay. Pay attention to them because they will have its opportunity to take its form later on, whether it's London or New York session and what have you, right? But I mean, even on the New York session today, right? Gold was pretty fire, to be honest. Nothing that I personally would have taken on gold because, again, lately I've just been primarily trading NQ more than gold just because it's been a little bit tricky. But these trending moves, though, man, if you manage to catch them, it's amazing. And I would say that if you're looking to catch these kind of trending moves as well, definitely size down the risk so you have the ability to actually hold through drawdown and to capture these larger moves that you're looking for, right? So, but yeah, that's just kind of my 2 cents on that. Better things. Uncle Daniel, for instant funding, which is better? Honestly, you'll have to shop around. I mean, I don't because I'm capped with so many props, I don't check the prices up all too much. But as far as I know, it sounds like before Lucid didn't have a daily loss, but someone told me the other stream that their instant funded accounts has daily loss limits now too. So if that's the case, them and TraderFi are pretty neck and neck with each other. The Lightning funded accounts with 10.4. Let me just double check. Does 10.4 have daily loss limits? I don't think so. Let me just double check. Let's see here. Instant funded. Okay, they have daily loss limit too. I think that's just become pretty standard now then, I guess, eh? Daily loss limits on Lightning funded accounts. Yeah, so honestly, all of them are probably pretty standard, man. What up, Mickey? Good to see you, man. Don't know the rules per trade. Rich, are you referring to your own personal trading rules, or are you referring to the prop firm rules? What up, Joshua? Oh, my man Josh and a gold short. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. We're really respecting Globex right now, Josh. What's your TP on that, man? G-Keeper, that's sick. Oddity, Globex is the futures market opening print. Just hit that gold long. Nice. Nice work, Charles, in the chat. Caught a gold long, hit TP. Nice, Josh. What up, Johnny? What a rebound off of Globex, guys. One R already achieved on that gold there, off that Globex that I was referring to. I don't know how many of you guys caught that long there, but banger, man. 2-minute candle, 1R, just like that. M. Benz, you're asking me, do I think gold's going to go into recent highs? I mean, I guess recent highs as in, like, what are we talking about when we think recent highs? And I only say that because, like, you're talking about, like, all-time highs? I don't think we're going to get back there anytime soon, if any, right? Because, I mean, that was pretty high before. But I wouldn't put it out of the question. I personally, for those who have been on the stream long enough, they'll know, I don't actually like to speculate too much. Like, I will say, here's kind of like the next stop. I don't look at what the end destination is, so to speak. I just say, okay, here's the next stop that I think we're going to go to. And when we get to the next stop, I think this is where we're going to have some price reaction, right? What up, Zero Skills? Nice Phantom Low. Yee, 1R bangers. Yeah, honestly, NQ's price action right now makes me really very much want to just like scalp. Like right now in my top step trade, I'm in a 2R hold right now. But yeah, normally, honestly, at this point in time, I feel like I probably should just scalp at this point, man. I think if we break the lows of my stop loss on my top step trade, then I think a short opportunity is worth looking at. Not taking this trade right now, guys. I'm just creating the forecaster box just to kind of take a look at what I'm working with here. NQ chop 100%. Yeah, Mickey. What's up, Home Depot? You want to see me do some scalps tonight? I'll have to do that on my TPT account later on because I can't scalp too many times with Tradeify, otherwise I'll get flagged. My month so far, August, has been a little choppy, actually. I don't get too caught up on my stats right out of the gates. Like whether I start off the month really, really strong or really, really weak. I usually don't get too caught up with that. But I will say this month's start for me has been actually one of my weaker performing months to start out of the gates. Usually I start out, like, statistically speaking, I start out pretty strong. And when I say strong and stuff like that, I'm not referring to like P&L. I'm referring to like just like my hit rate, you know? Usually out of the gates, I'm usually much higher. I'm still having a decent win rate, but definitely not as strong as I normally. And I think it's just some of the action that I've been trading as well have been a little bit more choppy, not as desirable. I've probably taken a little bit more B setups than I probably should have been this past week as well. But again, all things that I'm very like self-aware and reflecting on to make sure that I don't let the results of all that get to me, right? Overall, I'm still green on the month, obviously, but just sharing my 2 cents of my mentals on it. Will you get flagged with Apex doing that? Get flagged with Apex doing what, Hilario? Thoughts on funded C? I don't, day one of trading with them, so I don't have much of an opinion. We'll see. I'll let you know how it goes when I pass my first account and when I get my first payout. But I like their daily ultra plan, though. I mean, based on the rules for them, it can be quite lucrative. Yeah, my Tradeify is a funded account, though. It's a funded account. I love Guru. They have a micro scalping rule where if like a certain percentage of your trades is let me just hold on. I can just read it out. At most 50%. of your gross P&L come from trades shorter than 10 seconds. Basically, that's kind of the rule. If that's the case, right? If I have more than 50% of my trades that are in and out in less than 10 seconds, then it gets flagged essentially. Damn, is there a specific time how long you have to be in a trade? For a scalp trade, Desilent? Or what's your question referring to? Love Guru, you got a 50K account. 50K account with Tradeify? Haha, Josh, that's awesome, dude. Love Guru, if you're asking about scalping for Tradeify, I think it's on eval as well. But someone said it doesn't affect on eval, but I don't have an eval. My accounts are funded right now, so I have no idea, to be honest. You'd have to check the FAQs. Does Apex have a scalping rule? I don't think so. I can't trade with Apex anymore either because I'm maxed out with them. So you'd have to check their FAQs. I'm not really too sure. Yeah, I capped out with them like last year in like August. I posted about all of that on YouTube. I'll see if I can find the video to share in the chat. You guys can watch it whenever you guys want. It was an old video though. Let's see if I can find it. There's this one right here. It's kind of crazy, honestly, guys. Sometimes I do watch some of my old videos and I'm like, man, where my head was at the time when I was trading, my thought process, man, everything. Like, I've obviously evolved as a trader year over year, but it's kind of crazy sometimes to look back at myself. But here's the YouTube link for the Apex, my Apex YouTube video I put up last year. Which prop firm was your first payout with? My Fund of Futures, MobX. That was the first prop firm I ever traded with back in August of 2024. Manual trading, again, you have to be good. There's a lot of different questions right now. Manuel, are you asking about Tradeify right now? Remember, a lot of these questions are technically on the dashboard, right? For funded, no, 50% of your profits cannot be under 10 seconds. And I say, by the way, guys, I say this with complete respect, and I don't mean to be rude, but a lot of these questions that people are asking, like, you should really know these rules before you even trade with them. Because if you're asking some of these questions, it means you haven't read through thoroughly the prop firm rules and objectives before you start trading with them. And I will say the reason why I highlight this comment is because I remember when I started trading with Apex last year, a lot of people were telling me that, look, Apex is a scam, Apex doesn't pay, yada, 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 yada. And I was like, really? And like, I started trading with them and I never got denied a payout, like not even once. And I wasn't even an affiliate with them, right? Like, and I think when I was looking into the rules, I realized, I'm like, you know what? I think a lot of people just don't read the rules and they don't follow the rules. And that's honestly a lot of the reason why people struggle with a lot of accounts, right? So I just think it's important to understand, guys, when you guys trade a prop firm, it's you got to read through the FAQs, read through the facts, make sure you know what account you're buying. Because I will say that the type of trader you are should technically decide in a lot of ways what kind of prop account you go with, right? So that to ensure that you're not buying an account that doesn't work for you. Like, if you're a scalper, don't buy a prop firm account that doesn't allow scalping, you know? Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense, right? Same thing if you're like the type of person that wants to hold for larger moves. Don't get into an account that has intraday trailing drawdown then. Like, don't buy a prop firm that has an intraday trailing drawdown. So you, like, I know as I say this out loud, you're kind of like, oh, Alan, well, duh, of course. I'm telling you right now, man, with the amount of people that I talk to, a lot of people don't read the rules, and then they get into these props, and then they're like, oh, the prop sucks. And it's like, no, the prop is doing exactly what the prop is supposed to do. You just didn't read the rules, and you didn't really understand what you were getting into. So, anyway, don't mean to like go on a little rant there, but I just think it's really important. Please, for the love of God, when you guys are getting into props, man, do your due diligence, okay? Do your due diligence. Dominican. Yeah, man, it's such chop right now, man. Take Profit Trader is the best for payouts. Yeah, man, ever since Take Profit Trader added their new automation, man, it's been insane. Oh, Manuel, I appreciate it. Yeah, I do my best to explain it. I just, sometimes, because some of these prop firms, I don't trade with them anymore, so I don't know, and I don't want to give you misinformation. So I always just say read the FAQs, because I could be wrong, right? Like, I can tell you right now, all the accounts I used to trade with Tradeify, with Lucid, with Apex, with My Funded Futures, all the accounts that I maxed out with back then, they don't even exist anymore, right? Like, those accounts don't exist anymore, so, yeah. I had a pretty late dinner. I already ate already, actually, so no food for me today, man. No food for me. I do have a little bit of dessert on the side here, but I'm not touching it at the moment. George. I'm in a... Manuel, I don't know if you can see my screen, but I have it typed on the screen. I'm actually in a Top Step trade right now. It's just that when I'm trying to show my levels and stuff like that, I show this chart because otherwise you can't really see what I'm looking at, right? But I am in a Top Step trade right now that has literally just been like ping-ponging back and forth. I mean, I might get stopped out now. I can briefly show you guys again here. That's the Top Step trade I'm in right now. So I've just been... I got really close to getting stopped out there, though. But 10 seconds is fast. Hard to break that scalp. No problem, Love Guru. Which firms allow you to scalp? I think there's a lot of props that do allow you to do it, actually. I don't know off the top of my head, though. I know TPT doesn't care. Take Profit Trader doesn't care if you scalp with them. OCC, yeah, I am. I haven't been stopped out. I'm bullish on the NQ. If you're just hopping on the stream right now, you can pull back to my chart review. We might have intraday weakness today and tonight, but overall, I do want NQ to go higher, so. But we're really holding beneath the 200 EMA, man. Like, it's actually kind of ridiculous. You guys probably could have scalped NQ to the downside multiple times tonight. Just off that 200 EMA. That's 200 EMA has been absolute money. Might be getting stopped out. There you go. I got stopped out, guys. And with that stop out, I'm interested. I am interested in shorts. I am interested in shorts, guys. I'm just looking right now. Let's see, what's this candle closure looking like? I'm going to take a stab at a short trade, guys. Yeah, it's true. TPT only doesn't care if you don't, as long as you don't hedge with them, they're good. Chanwan, I'm bullish on the overall chart, but I don't have a bias for this specific session. Yeah, Waldo, I don't get married to one bias ever. Larry Doctor, doing good, man. Can you scalp in Top Step? I think you can. I've scalped in Top Step before and I've never been flagged. I've been trading for 6 years, Waldo. I started trading prop firms in 2024, but I've been trading options and small caps for far longer than that. Yep, I'm in a short trade right now. Yeah, they're pretty strict on that stuff, man. Because people hedge a lot, right? It happens a lot, actually. Yeah, small caps is where it all began, man. I was trading like penny stocks and stuff like that. And then I moved on to options in like, I think I moved into options in like 2023 or 2022. What is market name? What does that mean? Oh, David, sorry to hear, man. Trade? No, I don't know what TradeNet was. What was that? I do not remember what that is. My TP here is at 29518.75. Damn, David. Well, sorry to hear, man. Hopefully you're able to shake that off, my friend. Well, really, honestly, Waldo, I didn't even know what prop accounts were until 2024. I didn't even know that was a thing. I was totally living under a rock. YH. I get that question asked a lot. When it comes to trading funded and eval, I trade the same strategy. I just trade different size. That's the only thing that changes. Do I think a daily drawdown is good? Cojones trades, what do you mean by that? Are you talking about like a daily loss limit? Yeah, man. I mean, Waldo, that's the reason why when a lot of people I don't want to say a lot of people, but when people crap on me or like crap on prop firms, I'm always like, I don't know why you're so annoyed by it, because like for me, it's like, man, if I had the chance to learn how to trade on a prop account instead of losing my own hard-earned money back in the day, I would have definitely wanted to opt for that. But at the end of the day, I also don't have any regrets, because I know what it feels like to lose hundreds to thousands of your own dollar in a trade. So obviously my mindset and risk management comes from a very different headspace compared to maybe people who are starting to trade prop firms for the first time. Just because prop firms obviously have a little bit of gamification to it, right? So I can understand why that's a problem for some people. YH, what I recommend for students, because I don't think you should be copying me. The way I trade could always be different. I'm obviously in a very different place when it comes to trading, but I generally recommend people do $200 worth of risk per trade if you're on a 50K account. That gives you 10 bullets in the chamber. Phantom love. You have people online. You know how people can be. That was a wild reaction, guys. I'll tell you right now, if I get stopped out in this trade, I'm very likely gonna have to switch over to my take profit trader account, and I'm literally just gonna scalp. Just because like this is, I don't think these are good conditions for me to hold trades for much long periods of time. Pavon Trader. These days, I trade prop primarily only just because of the time zone. Being able to trade prop firm has bought me time back, right? Because now I don't have to trade the New York session the way that I used to. I dedicate my time to my business instead of my family. Guang. Yeah, I'm still with 10-4. I have one account left with those guys. Sub Legacy. Legacy, I did a chart review earlier. We're just ranging right now, man. I'm open to upside and downside, to be honest. Right now, I'm in a short. Earlier, I was in a long. The long trade I was in with Top Step, like well before the stream even started. I was holding that trade probably like Let me take a look at the Discord to see when I signaled that trade. I was in that trade for over almost 2 hours. It didn't really go anywhere, so. Guang, yeah. Intraday trail and drawdown for take profit trader up until you hit the buffer zone. The evals are regular; they're end of day drawdown, but the funded is intraday trailing. Yeah, CJ Sears 100%. I mean, that's what happened to me last night. I took gold shorts for all the guys who are on the stream right now. They probably know exactly what I'm talking about. I was in gold shorts last night, and I literally got wicked out to the millitick, like to the tick. I got wicked out, and then it went into my favor afterwards, unfortunately. It happens, though, man. I was looking that Joshua, after we broke beneath that spot here, right? I was actually looking to see, like, okay, maybe with all this rejection of the 200 EMA, right, we were finally gonna break down, but I don't know, maybe I was wrong here. Buffer zone Guang means that whatever the base is supposed to be. So if it's a 2K drawdown, you need 2K in profit, and then that 2K in profit becomes your new buffer zone. Joshua Dillon, I mentioned micros for students a lot of time. I personally don't trade micros, but that's what I usually tell people. So for me, it's like I'm either going to trade my minis in the way that I normally do, or I'll just scalp them. Charlie Kurt Clips. How much would I need to start trading? If you're talking about trading prop firms, you don't need a lot, man. You could literally tick onto any of these prop firms that I've been talking about on stream, and for like $100, you can scoop up an account. Yeah, VWAP, honestly, in ranging markets are not reliable, man, at this point. I don't copy trade at all. I don't just not copy trade different firms. I don't copy trade at all. Not my cup of tea. Cojones trades. I don't recommend minis for anyone on a 50K account. I trade them, but I don't recommend them for people. I mean, if you're still trying to figure things out, man, it's too risky to be trading with minis, because it can, like, you're gonna go through accounts so fast that that's gonna be the case, especially if you don't have a high success rate. Wow, gold's moved quite a bit since the entry spot we talked about. We've had a 2.3R move so far. Yeah, it's a nice close. Definitely want gold to hold above this 43.23 level here, and see if we can push towards the VWAP. Naima, awesome, man. Congrats. Good work, man. A few ticks below VWAP. Nice. I'll be right back, guys. I'm just going to grab some water. By the way, if you guys are here, man, I know there's quite a few of you guys. Definitely drop a like on the stream, guys. I'd love to give that 50K account to you guys today. I'm telling you guys right now, man, that 200 EMA has been absolute money. Absolute money, guys. You don't mess with the 200 EMA, gang. If there's anything that you guys have learned from watching me stream for the past 15, 16 weeks, you don't mess with the 200 EMA, gang. What up, Adam? Cam the Carnivore. Honestly, man, like, it's kind of ranging. You know, I made the comment earlier. You may have just hopped on the stream, but I was saying that we've been holding beneath the 200 EMA quite a bit. So I'm really looking, like, after we had that move, that dive down, where you can see where I took my entry, I was looking for that break to be the continuation follow through, but we just never got it. So it's been infuriating for sure. You're holding that long for 4 hours. Yeah, Angie, man. Honestly, man, like, sometimes we just have to recognize the market we're in and be like, you know what? F it, man. We're just going to scalp. In which of the time frame? I'm assuming you're asking about the 200 EMA. I like using it on the 2-minute time frame, man. I mean, the 200 EMA Trader X futures, it's just like any other EMA, right? Like, it's not meant to be like a be all end all indicator, right? It's just meant to act as, you know, supporting confluence, right? So I personally like to use the 2-minute 200 EMA when I have extended plays often. As of now, it just seems to be just respecting it, which is kind of wild, to be honest. Thanks for joining the stream, though, Cam the Carnivore. Much love, man. Gold longs to VWAP. Yeah, I think Joshua Lee's in longs to VWAP. So we're holding gold really nicely here right now. I would say that a move to the upside here would be very probable. I don't know if I'd go right for VWAP, though. Like, I think Joshua has the right idea of, like, hitting points beneath it. I mean, I think even just shooting for, like, 4-3-3-3 wouldn't be a bad idea. You know, like right here, I'll just kind of mark that out. And I'll use that with a different weird color so I can recognize it later. That'd be my thought there. I have not looked at regular name stocks in a long time, Serpa. So I can't speak to Netflix. I have no idea. I haven't seen their chart in a very long time. Tony Smith, my man. I appreciate you, dude. Shout out to you, man. 150K intraday Apex account. He just passed it tonight. That's banger, dude. That's banger. I love how like 2 or 3 of you guys have literally that exact gold TP that I marked. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's the right call, to be honest, just to play it safe, guys. Because even from there, that's a 20-point gold trick, guys. Like that's not like that's not small money, guys. That's not small money. And if you entered in where we were talking about earlier on at this 4312 area, that would have been a banger entry, which I think some of you guys are in. Yeah, I know, intraday is horrible. But for the guy who asked me about Netflix, I guess I could take a look at it on this side of my chart here. Let me take a look here. If you guys are wondering, I'm not looking at you guys because someone's asked about Netflix, so I'm gonna take a look at the ticker right now. Let's see. Netflix. Okay. Netflix. Oh. Did Netflix get a split in price? Man, I haven't seen Netflix at this small of a value in so long. I wouldn't be able to trust whether or not Netflix is going to keep moving up higher or not from here, to be honest. I definitely would want to see Netflix break structure. Maybe I would say that if we can get a close above 70, you know what, fuck it. I would say probably if we just get it above 80. If we get a close above $80 on Netflix, and then form a higher low, maybe find a bounce around 78. So close above 80, bounce at 78, a higher low. Maybe that way we can see if we can form a higher move to the upside, but I wouldn't really be looking for longs until I get a better structural confirmation, to be honest. That'd be my 2 cents. Whoever, I don't remember who asked me that question on the chat there, but that's my opinion on Netflix. Kyle, my man. Yeah, man, no problem. I'm glad it was helpful, man. Yeah, I mean, I like SERPA, man. I mean, sorry, SERPA. I like options. You know, I used to trade it a lot actually. You could definitely make some really good money trading options. It's a lot of level of difficulty to learn, because when you're trading options, you're not just trading the technical chart. You're also trading. You have to keep in mind all the Greeks, right? All the other variables, right? So 518 is the target because I don't want to shoot. I don't want to be a prick for a tick. I have a channel beneath me, and I'd like to just take my profit there. I also don't want to overstay my welcome and shoot for more than I need to, because there are consistency rules to my fund accounts. So gotcha, Serpa. Okay. On trading view, do you have indicator? Yeah, there are indicators on my screen right now. What do you mean by that question? Just on why am I shorting NQ? Well, right now we have intraday weakness right now, and we're holding beneath Globex, 200 EMA and VWAP. So I think at this point in time, it looks like in order for us to move higher, we might have to move lower first still. So where do you learn trading options? Me personally, I mean, I learned options trading from Jake. Yeah, Serpa, man, options can be very lucrative, man. Like, especially if you can catch those really big days with a very little money, you can make some like crazy. Like, there were days back then when I would, you know, have $300 in like SPY or QQQ, and like I'd have a 500% return on it, right? Like you make like $1,500, $1,500 to $1,800 with $300 at all. That's it. Like that's, and on top of $300 risk, I'm talking about $300 of just capital, just pure capital, right? So yeah, man, options can be pretty insane. What's up, robot? Lander Eastland? I don't know where you're from, but you have to read the rules, my friend. Technically, if you're not a legal age to be trading, then you shouldn't be trading in theory, right? So I think you know the answer to that one. Do you have any dividends? Like, asking about long-term hold dividend stocks? Yeah, I do. I'm invested into things like Microsoft and Apple and stuff like that. I don't even know what the Iron Condor or the butterfly thing is. I have no idea what those are. Oscar Portnoy. Yeah, man, that makes sense, man. Doing both. Any tips for beginners? That's a very broad question. Tips for what? You got to be clear on those questions. Broad questions are not going to have any answers because I can literally talk for 4 hours on a very broad question. Do I have a favorite Mag 7? No, not really. Not really. I used to Serpa. I used to trade Tesla. Anyone who's known me from the OG days will remember me as a Tesla trader. I would trade Tesla every day on options. Chasing trades, man. If you want a long goal, just gotta make sure you have the patience to find an entry. Would I trade SPCX now? Is that SpaceX? I haven't even looked at the SpaceX chart. I don't even know what the Greeks or the spread looks like on those. So I wouldn't be able to speak to it, man. Guang? I haven't seen the spread. Nope, Serpa, I have no idea who that is. Do you watch TV series? I usually have them playing in the background. I don't have time to watch TV, to be honest. OCC, no. I don't trade options that much anymore, man. I kind of like... I had a good opening part of the year this year with options already, where I made a decent chunk, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'll probably restart options again later this year, or maybe early next year. Personally, just don't want to really trade the New York session if I don't have to, because if I can achieve what I want to achieve over the overnight session, then I keep my New York session to my family and my business, man. How to overcome hesitation or second thoughts in trading. If you're having hesitation, second thoughts, it means you don't know your trading strategy well enough. Build some conviction in how you trade, understand your probability, understand your expected value, and they'll assist you in your endeavors, my friend. Apple and Tesla. I didn't trade Apple that much actually back then, surprisingly, but I do usually recommend Apple as an options ticker for people because like the contracts are cheap enough. Reformed degens? No, I don't move to break even. Moving to break even right now would make no sense, actually, based on where the chart is. Come on. Come on, NQ. Don't tease me. Every stream you tease me with these little wicks. Damn, bro, what you be doing? Masalman. I'm a business consultant. Oh, there you go. TP hit, guys. Locked in $600. Masalman, for the question that you asked there, man, like, I am a father of 2 kids. My mom is mentally ill and has been since as long as I was a kid, so I take care of her. My grandma's in her 90s, so I take care of her. I'm a business consultant. I work with restaurant entrepreneurs across the country. I am a trader. I also mentor students. I also work with charitable foundations. So yeah, I am pretty busy dude. So don't get me wrong. I enjoy watching TV. I'd love to, right? If I had a choice between sitting in front of a TV and spending time with my kids, I think I know the answer to that one already. And then I think the other part is that like if I do get the chance, I'll do like movie dates. Like I went on a movie date with my wife literally like over the weekend. Was it the weekend? Yeah, it was over the weekend. And that was like our first movie date in like forever. Get check out the chat, man. The chat moved quick there. Yeah, honestly, I think the only time I watch TV actually like these days is when I'm exercising. So if I'm doing like exercises at home, I'll turn the TV on. I'll just work out while it's on in the background. But as soon as I'm done, though, I just turn it off. I was about to trade either. Yeah, I never traded Amazon. Do you trade high volatile stocks with low float like ever? I used to. When I was trading small cap stocks, I used to do that actually. To the person Ace560 who asked about that question, yeah, I used to, man. When price approaches your level, you always wait, what is the interaction with it? I'm looking for, when it reaches a certain level, I'm waiting for basically, bar by bar confirmation. multiple time frames. Do you trade technicals min to min, or do you have any long calls or puts you like? Serpa, I'm not really too sure I understand your question too much actually on that one. Thanks for former G-Gens. Thank you guys. I appreciate it, man. Thanks, Adam. Thanks, guys. That was hot sauce. That was with one mini. That was with one mini. Moon Boy, what up, brother? That's all mine. Hey, man. Don't say my fault. It's all good, bro. It's all good. I know you're just asking questions, so it's all good. Do you avoid taking lower quality trade in your funded phase? It's my first time being in the funded start. Yeah, I mean, really, to be honest, I mean, unless it's an A or an A plus setup, you probably shouldn't be taking any trades, especially when you're still like kind of learning, right? You want to practice discipline. Zero skills. Much love, brother. I appreciate you. Nope, I don't trade New York session. My man Jake Ricci treats the New York session, guys. No, I was gonna watch Odyssey, but we couldn't find a viewing time, so we watched Spider-Man: Brand New Day instead. Ilbuya. Oh, Ilbuya? Oh, Ilbuya. There you go. Thanks, man. I appreciate you. I know, a big fat ace. That's the crazy thing, man. I think a lot of times, you know, trading, like prop firms, have really desensitized money for a lot of people, right? Oh, all right. I'll do the giveaway in a bit, guys. I just got to catch up in the chat here. The Hype Channel. What's good, man? Doing good. So Ace 560, if you're talking about trading small caps, as far as chart goes, I generally will look at the same thing. Like I don't trade small caps from a chart perspective any differently. I look at the 2-minute, the 5-minute, 15-minute, hourly time frames, right? Generally, when I used to trade small cap stocks, my preferred setup that I would take, I would always trade the pre-market or market open. And I would use a stock screener to kind of go through to see low float, high volume, that type of stuff, right? Trade the momentum. Like that's where EMAs come in a great handy and all that, right? So it's a lot, man. I actually don't think there's any one thing that's specific that I would say to that ace. I just exited my trade, Scout Top. Preppy, you saw Spider-Man as well. I just saw that Jake watched Spider-Man today as well, man. Yeah, I'll make my way to Odyssey when I get a chance. It's unlikely I'm going to watch that movie anytime soon. My kid's birthday is this weekend, and then the following week after that, I got to start preparing for my move because I'll be moving by the end of the month here. So a lot of stuff that I got to get going. Lentech, man, I appreciate you. Thank you. Thanks for subbing. So from here, what are you looking for so far as a possible trade? Well, first things first, I gotta log out of this broker actually because I'm done now with Tradeify. I'm done trading Tradeify now, so I'll log into TPT instead. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. You know what? While I do this, I'm just going to do the giveaway first, guys. I was going to switch over to my broker, but I'm going to get the giveaway started first before I do that. Give me a second here, guys.
The first tab you'll see is mod tools, which is where all of you realize Cloudbot also.
Okay, sorry. I'm just going to read the chat one more time here before I do the giveaway. I don't look at the 1 minute, no. No average target for profit, man. But I mean, to be honest, whatever your consistency rules are and your profit targets, you could probably reverse engineer the math and like divide it by 5 days, 10 days, or whatever to figure out how much it is that you want to risk. No, I'm in Tradeify Sim. I just got re-onboarded with them actually because I got maxed out with them before. I can't go live with Tradeify, technically speaking, so I don't really know what they're going to do with me afterwards again. Joshua. The giveaways for a Tradeify growth account. Alan, be rude. I don't want to get into your unhealthy head space. But one question: how do we recover from 3 losing trades? What risk management and position side we need after losing? So Dennis, I'm actually confused by your initial comment. I don't know what you mean by I don't want to get into your unhealthy head space. I'm not really too sure what that means. But if you're losing 3 trades back to back, I think depending on how much time you had in between those losses, I think that would probably decide a lot of it. And to be honest, if you've taken 3 losses back to back, should you really still be sitting in front of a chart would probably be my question. Because there's nothing wrong with just walking away and coming back to it like hours later, right? So there's a lot of different ways to manage yourself when it comes to stuff like that. It's very subjective to each person because different people have different reasons as to why they tilt and why they get into those situations. So for me, Dennis, I mean, I know you've been on my stream many times because you've asked questions many times before as well. When it comes to it, for me, I always look at it as like every account has a 2 trade rule. So once I've taken 2 trades, win or lose, I stop and I move to another account. So meaning that if you have only 1 account after 2 trades, technically you'd be done, right? So that'd be my answer to you, Dennis. Yeah, real Chancel. I'm in Vancouver though, man. There's no ability for me to even go live with him, technically speaking. It's not a him thing. Oh, Kahoni? I think it's $100,000, man. If you're Santana winner, if you're referring to the indicator that's on the screen that I'm sharing right now, because I'm obviously logging to another broker, so I switched the screen out. That's the FF indicator. It's a subscribed one. Which part of Vancouver? Vancouver. All right, guys. No more questions for now because I am going to do the giveaway and I don't want to miss any of your questions. So you guys will have to ask your questions afterwards. So to partake in this Tradeify giveaway, thumbs up on the stream. So obviously like the stream and then type into the chat. Okay? So bot is set up. Everyone can enter, man. Everyone can enter. Get in there. As we're doing the giveaway, I won't be able to answer any questions. So if you guys are typing questions in the chat, please save it until the giveaway is over, guys. Yeah, for those who are kind of curious as well in regards to like my trading stats, when I made the comment earlier about the fact that my trading stats are a bit weaker of a start this month, I was referring to this. Give me a second here. So, like, I'm in the 60 percentile win rate, which isn't bad. Like I said, this isn't bad in any means. I just saying that usually starting off, I usually start off a little bit better, and usually it starts to tail off. Like, usually I'll start off with like the 80 percentile win rate, and then I'll slowly average out to like 70 percentile. So, a little bit of a weaker start for me this month. I don't know if that means I'm gonna have a weaker finish too, but we'll see what the chart offers, man, as we move along. This is kind of where we're at right now. Let's see if we can reject 550. Kind of curious if we can reject this area. Let's see what price is here. Oh, giveaway is done now, guys. Okay, so let's delete that. All right, let's see who the giveaway winner is here. rpot87. You are the winner of this giveaway. rpot87. I can't tag you. I don't know if you're still here. You're here. Fantastic. Awesome. I'm going to send you my Instagram, my friend. I would like for you to shoot me a DM, rpot, and I will send you the giveaway code afterwards, okay? Congratulations, my friend. Rory Moore. Yep, absolutely. The winner was rpot. We already announced it. Let's see if we can take a quick scalp, guys. I'll take the 1 hour scalp here, guys. There you go. 1 hour scalp, baby. Just like that. What was that? 500 bucks, gang. 500 bucks in 1 minute. Yeah, big fat A. Sorry, I didn't even realize you messaged that question. Yeah, I was looking for that, man. Nice little short trade, guys. You guys heard me call it out. I literally drew this channel before price even came up to this area. Started having a rejection. Took the break beneath the candle low there. In and out. 1 minute. I appreciate it, man. I always find it so funny too. Like, it's like the past week or two, it's become a thing now. People think that I'm a scalper. I'm like, I technically am not a scalper, but yes, we've been able to get some pretty good scalp trades as of late. We have been indeed. Do I scalp with full size? I mean, it could if you want me to, but I don't usually. No. Robot. No, I don't. I don't do that. I don't even know what that is. Yeah, no, I don't scalp that often either, man. Most of the times I do, I'm more of a take my trade, hold, and let it play. You're trying to short off the 580? I don't know. I don't know if we're going to short off there again, man. Hard to say, dude. I'm not taking anything yet, guys. I'm just creating a forecaster box just to see what I'm working with here. What's your drawdown cap? Drawdown cap? What do you mean by that? Are you talking about like a daily loss limit? RCS, that's trader stats, my friend. Trader stats. Tilla, that's awesome, dude. Nice. Nice, nice. Glad some of you guys caught that short, man. Legacy Lamb, it really depends on the session I'm trading. I mean, base hits can be as low as like, 10 points to like 20 points. Holds can honestly average probably like 60 to 100 points, but I've had some bigger trades than that. I just don't trade for that often, because especially when you don't trade New York, right? Like, for you to be able to catch 200-point trades in a more frequent manner, you kind of have to do that over New York. It's kind of hard to get that done over the Asia session. My daily loss usually probably about like 1,200 bucks, 1,500 bucks usually. So Christopher Cortez, these days I only do funded. I don't do the evals for my stats. I used to do both. I used to combine both of them, but then it made my P&L look so big, which is the reason why I didn't like doing it. Like, if you think about it, if my funded accounts, or for example, if you guys saw my funded account last month, in terms of P&L wise, it was 71K, right? If I was including evals, my month's gonna look like I'm up like 120, 130K, but that's not true because they're evals, right? So I don't know. I don't include evals into my stats for that reason. I don't want to balloon my stats so that it looks like it's better than it really is. So I just keep the funded accounts only. Ah, you're betting to the downside, eh? Betting to the downside. Yeah, it kind of goes both ways, man. I don't like to just because like, yeah, it's just not not ideal. Like it's gonna ruin it a lot because then you're gonna see my payouts and then you're gonna see the P&Ls and then you're gonna wonder why the P&L is so high but my payouts is so much lower just because like obviously evals don't count towards that, right? So I like the 2-minute. No reason other than the fact that I like trading it. It works in confluence with all my other time frames that I trade with. Gold. Oh. It looks like it wants to tap Globex again. I don't know if we'll get that though, but it looks like it wants to tap Globex. I just saw your message, Guang Guang, and you're hilarious. I'm assuming you're longing NQ right now. Thanks, Christopher Cortez. Yeah, Legacy. Faster moves on New York, but that doesn't necessarily mean cleaner moves. Are you giving yourself the official rule of not trading 20 minutes before London Open? Almond, I know, right? I almost feel like I should. Well, I guess I'm open to doing it, Almond. Only like I'm open to trading if I'm scalping, right? But yes, I don't think it's a good idea for me to hold past that anymore. It doesn't seem to bode well for me. Jishnu, I honestly, the way I go is I just use TradingView. I select NQ1 or GC1, and then on the bottom right hand side there's a ticker thing that says B-ADJ, which means it accounts for contract size rollover. I just do that so that I don't have to worry about the contract rollover, to be honest. Hey, much love, Legacy man. NQ touched 510. I haven't looked at any. What's NQ doing now? I think someone here is looking to take a long right now, right? It was a long or short? I'm short here. Please don't long. Oh yeah, no, you're short. Sorry, you're short. I'm going shorting this. Ah. Serpa, that dude is he's Rake Trades. He's the lead of the Rake Trades Project 365 network. Anyone take that short? I know I missed my entry because I was like hopping around and looking at other things earlier, but that would have been a nice gold scalp trade, guys. Next to no drawdown on that trade. Nice, Angio. 19 minutes left, and then New York's going to open. Oh, not New York, sorry. London. I don't know why I said New York. Yeah, I mean, I think shorts could probably hit as low as probably 460 is probably where I would TP it. If you're like, I would probably trim around here at 486, and then probably look to take it at 460 afterwards. What about golf? What about golf? Oh, Serpa, I appreciate you, man. What approach is better in terms of probability? To go from negative PN to positive PN? Increase position sizing, increasing winning trades, hope you get winning streak. Your question with your suggestions actually kind of contradict each other, Dennis. When you're asking the question of what approach is better in terms of probability, neither of those comments really make a lot of sense, because position sizing, PNL, that has nothing to do with probability. The way that you should be looking at it, if you're looking at probability, is you are taking basically the most similar setups you possibly can, gather your data on how frequent you execute and how consistent you are on that data, and see what that sample size tells you as far as stats goes. And that will tell you about your stats. PNL is completely irrelevant when you're learning how to trade. I have no postgraduate education, Chili, if that's your question. But I am an entrepreneur, a business entrepreneur working in the restaurant industry. So I've been around the business environment for a very, very long time. So financial spreadsheets, acumen, ops, operations, SOPs, framework, those type of, like you name it. I would like to say I'm fairly well-rounded, to be honest. How do you not go on tilt? Honestly, it's one of those things where if you know, you know. And what I mean by that is, like, if you know tilting just causes destruction for yourself, why do you do it? You know? Like, I know my expected value as a trader. I know my expected value in my strategies. So for a lot of it, I kind of just do me, you know? I don't get too sucked into the emotions of it all. Yeah, I know what you mean, man. I'm losing a lot of poker trips. I've never played poker, but I am a very statistical person, right? I'm big on statistical analysis, so any kind of restaurants, Chili. I work with any kind. I mean, I technically can work in any kind of business environment because business is business at the end of the day. But I like the restaurant industry for so many reasons. Like I'm very big on like, you know, creating exceptional guest experiences for customers and creating like a solid ambience of food quality environments, right? Those type of deal. I love to eat too, man. So I specialize in restaurants. So that's kind of where I tend a lot of my time. But it could be any, man. I started my career in the fast food industry, obviously, though. So you can imagine that naturally I have a knack for, you know, speed and efficiency in the restaurant space. But I've also worked at more casual dining spaces, right? For those who are in Canada, I don't know if they have them in the States, but the Keg, for example, like I used to work at the Keg when I was a teenager, right? So I've been exposed to like casual dining, fine dining, fast food. So the restaurant in general just makes a lot of sense for me. I'm in Vancouver, Canada, Dasan. Guangguang, that's a very fair and valid question. Just around like how do I kind of figure that out? So for me, I let the higher timeframes tell me. If higher timeframes are ranging, then I look for ranging setups, right? If the higher timeframes are trending, reversing, or whatever that may be, then I will take those specific setups. So I more often than not, I let the higher timeframes dictate that for me. Make it 3 yards. Yeah, man. Restaurant industry is not for the faint of heart, man. Restaurants are low margin business. You have to love it. You have to love it to do it, man. Sam, that's awesome, man. Yeah, it's not doing restaurants is not for the faint of heart, man. No, I'm not in a long position. I'm just creating forecaster blocks for trades, but I'm honestly focused more on engaging with you guys because I don't really want to get into trades too much going into the London Open. Eggnog? No, I don't have specific things that as far as setup goes, with reversals and stuff like that. But for those who want to kind of like get an overview, I'm a price action trader. And so if you're curious, I actually put a YouTube video together not too long ago. I just put it in the chat there, guys. That's my personal YouTube. And I've spoken on the high level overview how I trade. The man, dude. Yeah, man. We got the smog going on up here. We feel it. So Guangguang, in that scenario, you're still higher time frames dictate the larger bias, right? So even if you're ranging in small time frames, you can trade the range in the small time frames, but the moment you break out of the range, then you should automatically be flipping the script over to the trend, right? Just then when you took the M2 scalp, I had M15 supplies on exactly where it rejected from, and you took the trade. Did you see a level there to expect rejection? I was just looking at Darren Wazcanel. If you're referring to my NQ short trade earlier, I was just looking at structure. Trade Hunter, I actually trade Asia more primarily than I do any other session. So if you were to ask me what sessions do I perform the best in, just from stats, I perform Asia the best. Then London would be second. Then New York, and then my stream. Technically, even though I'm getting wins on my stream right now, the pre-London session here is actually my worst performing period of my market. But I know people will ask them, they're like, Alan, why the hell do you trade pre-London if that's your worst? Because I'm so busy, to be honest. If I don't stream this period with you guys, I can't stream, right? So you know, one of the things I talked about with Jake before I started doing this was that, like, I actually said to him, like, look, this is the only time I can do it. So if I'm doing it, this is it. Otherwise, I feel bad, right? Because obviously I realize not a lot of people maybe like this period, but I did this because I felt like, you know what, I think that the gang can still gain value. So even if I can't take trades all the time, I would imagine that the things that I can at least drop as far as knowledge, insights, my opinions on things, trading, life, whatever, I think that it's at least valuable enough for me to still stream, which is the reason why I do the stream. So I'm hoping you guys feel that way too, because yeah, this is really the only time I can stream. Otherwise, it's just no bueno for me. What I meant, Pino, was, let's say I risk $200 every trade, and now account isn't realized $600 to draw. What will be the best approach and come out of drawdown and be in profit? So Dennis, I mean, I always talk about this, right? It's about trading the chart, right? Whether you're in drawdown or not doesn't change what the chart is doing. So it's all a mental thing, right? So whatever you're risking in your trade, you set a rule for yourself, and if you hit that drawdown or the amount of trades that you've lost, and that's it, you move on. How much in your drawdown is completely irrelevant. It shouldn't matter. It should not dictate your trade, because the only thing that it could dictate potentially is that if you've lost a lot, then if you want to size down, then size down. But in a lot of cases, for me, I think that, like, your sizing should be consistent, because if you keep fluctuating your sizing, you're also skewing your sample size and data, right? So whatever size you have come to terms with trading, stick to that. This would be my answer to you, Dennis. Amin, when it comes to that answer about, like, tips on dealing with anxiety, I think that kind of goes back to that confidence, right? Which a lot of people always ask that question, like, you know, what's the confidence level in taking the trades? You just have to know your expected value on your strategy, right? Like, whatever you're trading, you need to know your stats. If you don't know your stats, then it's gonna be hard to ever know what to do, right? No Esperano for me? That's hilarious. Guang, I was going to take a short trade, but then I got distracted with the chat, so I didn't end up entering. But yeah, that would have been another nice scalp trade, though. The Sun, yeah, no problem, man. Nike strategy. Hey, Dro King. Enjoy JT, I think that's very subjective to the individual. And the reason why I say that is because it depends if you have the capability of juggling, right? Like, Jake has a skill set of being able to flip between different tickers all the time, and he's successful doing that. But that doesn't necessarily mean all traders would be successful doing that, right? So I think that's very trader specific in that regard. I look at everything. I trade ranges, reversals, and trends. I do all of them. But I would not necessarily say that should be everyone in this case, though. What if you size up and have tight stop loss? My question to you is, why are you sizing up? Why would you size up at all, right? Unless for some odd reason this is your A++ setup, then sure, that's up to you to decide that, right? But I wouldn't be sizing up to a point where it no longer makes sense for the trade. I think everyone has the same answer for your question, Chili. I don't think anyone starts off trading good. I think we all struggle. I think how long we stay in our struggling form is completely up to us to decide that. Unicode, first and foremost, I'm not Rake. My name's Azheng Trades. I am the pre-London host for Project 365. Rake actually streams the New York session open. And yes, we do trade prop. I actually have one of the prop firms that we recently just started working with, which is Funded Seat. I pinned that into the chat there. So if you want to take a gander there, code Rake will give you 50% off. Thanks, Alman. Take it easy, man. Would I count the gold trade as a triple bottom? Small time frames, you could, but as of right now, you can honestly look at this as like a descending triangle. I wouldn't feel good about longing right now in gold, if that's your question. Yeah, Hilario, generally speaking, I say this on the stream all the time. I think almost more often than not, when I've held a trade through Globex, or sorry, through London Open, it's never worked out. So Nope, I don't trade micros at all. I trade minis no matter what session I trade. Yeah, I usually end the stream at when the London market opens. I don't mind sticking around for a couple minutes, but for prop firms, Trade of 8 works perfectly fine, Chili. But if I were to ever trade live, I would have to use a completely different brokerage. I have no idea what that would even be, to be honest. No problem, Ron. If a trader is great, why would he trade props instead of his own money? I would argue why would you not trade props if you could, instead of trading your own money? If you can spend, let's just say for the sake of this conversation, I buy the most expensive accounts that I can possibly buy. Let's just say I buy a 150K account with Tradeify or Lucid. I'll buy their Lightning funded accounts, right? And say they're, I don't know, $500 a pop. So I'll buy 5 of them, right? Because it's maximum. That's $2,500. With $2,500, I can buy these accounts. And within 5 days, 10 days, 15 days, whatever days it takes me to, because in theory, again, if I'm a good trader, I could take that $2,500 investment and turn it into $15,000. So the question of why would you not trade your own money, I think with props, it makes no sense why you would not trade props, actually. There is less risk and far more upside. It just comes down to whether or not you're obviously capable of trading it without being gamified by prop firms, right? So for me, for futures, I will always trade prop firms. It just makes no sense to go live personally for me. But as far as options go, obviously, I would trade my personal capital. That would be my answer to you. Thanks, Marco. Take it easy, Guang Guang. Trade Hunter, I think what the person's asking me is because, like, if I'm trading with a prop firm, I'm just trading simulated money. It's not real money, right? But if I'm live trading, like my own personal cash, I'm not working with a prop firm or anything like that. I'm depositing my own hard-earned money, and I'm risking that hard-earned money on every single trade. That's what the individual's referring to. Take it easy, Bruce Wayne. Oscar Portnoy. I know 100%. Apparently, there's an options prop firm too. It's called Vanquish. I think it's called Vanquish. There is such thing as an options prop firm, but I just don't trade it. Yeah, man. I don't know much about it though. I just know it exists. Honestly, Trade Hunter, I don't have one that I favor over the other. I pretty much at this point in time favor whoever can allow me to trade with them. So right now, I would say like Lucid, Tradeify, 10-4, Take Profit, and I guess those would be my like main ones right now. I'll let you know how I feel about Funded Seat. Is it Funded Seat? Is that what's called? Yeah, Funded Seat. I'll let you know how I feel about Funded Seat after I get my first payout. But I would say those are kind of like my go-to right now. I'm not in a position. If I was in a position, I would show you the live position trade. I had this set up because I was looking at it earlier, but I've been kind of going back and forth and chatting with the gang. Market's gonna open in 1 minute here, guys. Euro 6057. That's awesome, man. Hilario, yeah, man. I'm right now. I'm usually on stream between 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time till midnight. That's essentially what I'm doing right now. In the future, maybe I'll be able to expand my time period for a longer period, but this is all I can do for now because honestly, after I hop off stream, I spend the next hour winding stuff down, work, whatever. And by the time I go to sleep, I'm only sleeping like 4 to 5 hours before I start my next day again with business and all that. So. 10-1, I'm not in a long right now, but if I was in it, I technically I would not have been stopped out. Yeah, space 100%. on gold right now, if gold retraces back to this level here, I would watch for rejection. When I say gamified by the prop, I'm simply talking about the fact that prop firms have rules, right? All this type of stuff, right? And so it's very easy for you to treat prop firms like a casino. Hence my comment on gamified. Is there any video call community? I'm not really sure what you mean by that, Dennis. If you're talking about like streaming for the London session, for our Project 365, we don't have anyone yet. If there was going to be one, it would have been me. Maybe in the future I will be able to do that, but these days I can't. So, but yeah. Anyways, that's my 2 cents, man. For those who are kind of just hopping in, or if you've been here just not too long ago, hop into my trade review. I did a trade review around 10:18, 10:20 Pacific Standard Time. I did a chart review on NQ and gold. I talked about what I was looking for. So if you want to look there, take a gander there. But yeah, man, I am gonna hop off here. But I will catch you guys tomorrow night, man. Feel free to hop on again, and I will see you guys tomorrow, man. Take it easy, guys. Have a good night.